was a calling, all right? And it is a magnificent calling. And oftentimes now the word midwife is enjoying a renaissance in our world in terms of birth as a woman who stands with a family and helps catch their baby. We also know that midwife can mean many things. Not everyone in this room will catch babies, but everyone behind here will midwife. Everyone who is sitting here is totally capable of facilitating the birth of a baby. I mean, we do talk about that, of course, all right? And yet, all right, we here at the Matrona have a very interesting and I think unique perspective, all right? We want to tend the soul as much as we tend the body. We feel that's equally important to tend the spirit as it is to tend the emotions. We feel that it's equally important for the psyche and the dream world and the inner world of a mother, a baby, and their family to be nurtured as much as the outer world, as much as the body or even the mind. So what do? We think about things like soul-level connections. Big word that basically means interfacing with the family on the deepest level possible. How do you do that? You nurture. The midwife's greatest gift is her ability to nurture. Nurture a mom, nurture a family. And the obvious is that if the mom is being nurtured, she nurtures her baby. It's a fractal, right? You nurture mom, she nurtures her baby. It just follows. One of the other things that the call to midwifery here at the Matrona is based on is something that there's just not enough of in this world. I have found that there's plenty of love, but there's not enough trust to go around. Do you know what I mean? Trust. Okay, trust what? Trust birth? Oh yeah, of course, but that's too limiting. Because what if it doesn't look like what you expected it to look like? Oh, so trust women. Well, yeah, of course. But what if a woman does something you don't expect her to do? So, well, what's a girl to do? Who are you supposed to trust? All right? So it's based on trusting yourself. All right? That's how we move through the world, in a self-directed way. Both mother and midwife come together in trust. And that trust creates an equal self-direction in both people. So that's a whole other portion of what we are really invested in. The midwife being self-directed so that she trusts herself and can embrace a self-directed family. Make sense? Okay. We also understand that the realms of childbirth are what we would call altered states of consciousness. That a mother and her baby are not always in ordinary reality, nor should they be, really, because when you are in different states of consciousness, your perception is expanded. And when your perception is expanded, wisdom comes, insight comes, revelation comes, knowing comes. And a self-directed woman courts that inspiration, that intuition, that revelation that comes from allowing herself to move into expanded states of consciousness. And the midwife facilitates that, doesn't try to manage it. How do you manage an expanded state of consciousness? You don't. Once you try, it's sort of like a buzzkill, all right? It's over. So, these are the things that we talk about here in the Matrona, as well as having tattooed on the inside of your eyelids, nobody gets out without it, physiology rules. okay? If you understand what the body is capable of doing as birth unfolds, as life unfolds, you will not be tempted to interfere with it. So we are a self-directed, trusting, nurturing, non-interfering bunch. All right? That's the midwife of the new millennium. And that is the call to midwifery. Is this just about birth? I don't think so. I think this is a template and a blueprint to live life. Nurture each other. Trust each other. Understand human nature and what we're capable. Go deep with people. Love them. What else? So, that's the call to midwifery, and I'll say it again. Every woman sitting here is totally capable of nurturing, loving, trusting, being self-directed, knowing who they are, knowing why they came here, and catching a baby. So I give you the class of 2013.